I heard this quote, and I don't know, I really loved it. Mark Twain.
There's nothing to stop here. Check if the device is on your home Wi-Fi.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
You triggered it.
Thank you. Mark Twain once said, if it's your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. And if it's your job to eat 2 frogs, it's best to eat the biggest one first. Have you guys heard that saying?
Yes, I have.
I love it. I saw it, I was like, I love this. And I realized that was the thing. I wasn't maybe doing the things that I needed to do. I was putting them off. I was kind of coasting I was staying comfortable. Anything that made me uncomfortable or I was afraid of, I just kind of stayed away from it. I avoided it, I resisted it. And then something changed. But I want to talk about, first of all, I've got Mark Twain. He was saying the thing on your to-do list that you have absolutely no motivation to do and that you are most likely to procrastinate on. But I added, I think it's the thing you are most fearful of. That's what I added to it. And it's what are you resisting, what are you avoiding? So Mark Twain thought that once you've done that task, the rest of the day will be easier. And you'll get, momentum and accomplishment, you'll get confidence, all these things. So I still, though, wasn't moving into that place of being able to eat the frog. And then this happened. So this beautiful young man is my brother, Tully. And April 28th of 2022, he gave his life away. And I use that language because I don't like to say that he took his life. I like to say that he gave his life away because that's what he did. And it completely shook up my life. And anything that I was doing prior was going to be different moving forward. Has anyone had like a traumatic event in your life where you know from this day forward everything is going to be different? And in this moment, I knew that I was going to have to take action for my mom, for my sister, for my children, for my family. Even though I felt completely frozen, I realized I was going to have to take action. And I really, really had to dig deep. And I was able to do that because 7 years prior had been the event that I thought was the event that shook me up. It was going through divorce, being separated, having to find out I wouldn't be with my children 50% of the time. It almost destroyed me, but I realized then my daughters were watching me, and that if they saw that I was okay, then they were going to be okay. So I started this whole deep dive into mindset, and it worked for me. I decided to be the boss of my thoughts. I decided to leave no stone unturned. I was going to leave no stone unturned to find things to help myself. And this relates to business because I came up with an emotional first aid kit, but I realized it could also, if you're in business, be your business first aid kit. So for me, what it was a place that I could reach and go into when I needed something to help my mindset. So I would do yoga, I tried acupuncture, I tried gratitude prayers, those really worked for me. Breathing, hiking in nature, all of us know, right? Exercise, journaling. There's so many things that we can try. As long as we try them and we find that they work for us, then we know we can return back to them. So I definitely had some. I started to think for business, in business sometimes I've had to have the same. When I'm having like a hard time in business, or I'm having a problem with my JV partner, or I don't feel motivated, I now have a business first aid kit that I can reach into. And sometimes that's calling a person on my accountability group. Sometimes it's reaching out to a business mentor. Sometimes it's hiring a coach or going to a seminar. I know all of you must have things that you turn to when you're feeling stuck or need motivation. And when this happened with my brother, it really made very clear my why, which is right here. This is my mom to my left, and my daughter Grace, who's 21, and my daughter Mary on the left, who's 15. She's gonna be my last baby chick. I want to be an empty nester in 2 years. But very clearly became my why and made me work more towards taking more action because I wanted to be strong for them, and it was having that why would help me when I was resisting something or when I was fearful of something. I would go back to this picture, which was on my dream card. I want to talk about when you know your why, you have a dream card. This is from Joel Bauer. Is anyone here familiar with Joel Bauer? So he has us create this dream card where you put on a card and laminate it the photos of the people who are your why. It's really important. My children are on my dream card. My dog, Major, is on my dream card. He has a very important position there. I have people who help me in finances on my dream card. But it's so that you can look at that card when you're having to make a decision, needing to take action, or just needing to go towards the thing that you're afraid of, that fear thing, which I want to talk about because I want it to become like a lighthouse for you guys. When you're feeling afraid or anxious, I want you to go towards it. It's a sign of a muscle you need to build. And it's really important if we're going to go to the next level in our business or in our personal development that we go towards things that we're afraid of. And when you know your why and you have your dream card is when you can really be clear on that. I also had to start making the moves that I hadn't been taking in the past. And it's the elephant. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? So I started to do little things of action every single day. And I also got an accountability partner, I got a mentor, I got a coach, I invested in myself. And what ended up happening was I started being known for the person who took action. It was crazy. People in my accountability partners, there would be like a wait list, and my mentor said, you gotta get an accountability group. Because Sarah, you're known for taking action. And the people, and I was like, whoa, what? Me? And so I started being known for this, and I was like, okay, well, it's just because I take action. And even if I don't want to do it or I'm afraid of it, I take the action. And why do I take the action? Because things keep happening in my life that I need to have a toolkit that I can go back to so that I can take action. This is my cousin, Patrick, who I was actually closer to than my brother. They were both 49 years old. And on January 12th of 2023, he gave his life away. And for one family to experience this, when there were such completely opposite situations. My brother had an addiction problem. He was a beautiful musician. He was in rock and roll when he was young. And heroin got a hold of him, and he spent 25 years on that battle, 25 years. Patrick, happy wife, child. During COVID, he had to work from home. He became very isolated. He stopped sleeping. I don't know if you have ever gone without sleep or know anyone who has. He went 5 months without sleeping. He's gone to doctors, nothing worked. We tried everything. We were trying to get him into, he was in Canada. And he just decided one morning that he couldn't do it anymore. And so when this happened and I got this call, it was another time where I was just absolutely devastated. But I knew I have a toolkit. I have a why. And my why became bigger that day. Because I'm there on the right, no makeup, bad hair, and to the lady with the glasses, black glasses, is my Patrick's wife, Naoko, from Japan, and his daughter, 15-year-old daughter, Sienna, is right here. This is my daughter, 15 years old, and my daughter, Grace. So my why got really big. And I think that's why now I have become known as a person who takes action. Because I have such clarity, and I go towards the things. Go back to that. I go towards the things. I leave no stone unturned. I go to my business first aid kit or my emotional first aid kit. I look at that dream card. Now Naoko and Sienna are on that dream card because Naoko, English was her second language. She's in Canada. It's hard for her to work. 15-year-old daughter. My dream card is so beautiful right now. It's got so many beautiful people on it and so many reasons for me to take action, so many reasons for me to be brave, and so many reasons for me to reach out to mentors and coaches to help me. I can tell all of you women invest in yourselves by the beautiful way you all look and you take care of yourselves, and you're here as part of an organization. And I encourage you to keep investing in yourselves, to keep making yourselves better so that you can be this person who takes action, and you can be part of accountability groups helping other people take action and being brave, because you can be great or you can be safe, but you cannot be both. And I always love to give credit to the person who said that. I was having trouble this morning, and but I'm sure you'll be able to look it up, and I'll have it for next time. You can be great or you can be safe, but you cannot be both. Are there any people who agree with that in this room?
Yes.
And how many of you want to be great? I hope all of you. I hope none of you want to be safe. Because I found, you know what? There is no safe in life. Radical acceptance, there's no safe in life. But you know what? It's okay. Because as long as you have a positive mindset, as long as you have a toolkit, that you have confidence that can go back and help you, as long as you will go towards the things that you're afraid of and take action. And if you can't take action, call someone in your accountability group. I hope all of you are working with someone, a partner or a group, a mentor, a business mentor, a life coach. Reach out to them. And the more you do that and the more you take action, the stronger that muscle is going to get. And then the more confident you're going to be. You're going to be encouraging other people to take action. This is my friend Lissy, and this is Franco, who passed away a couple months ago. He was a dear, dear friend of mine, and he was the person who really introduced me to my faith. And he fought a long, hard battle with cancer, and he was also always such a shining light, but he really, really shared faith with me, and I just wanted to share that because whoever you believe God to be, whoever you have on your dream card, I've added him, to my card, is that have people that you aspire to be like. When people spoke at his funeral, it was amazing because he had lived such a full life. He took action, called Action Jackson. So make sure you have people like that in your life and hang out more with people like that. I'd like to end with this quote by Eileen Wilder. Procrastination is the assassination of your destination. You guys heard that one? I love that one. Do not procrastinate. Eat the frog. Eat 2 frogs. Eat the big frog. Start eating frog soup. I'm telling you, it's the answer to success. I want to thank you all for your time today. Thank you.